Okay, good evening, my friends. Tonight I just are talking about my past work of my publishing or committed work as I did. Actually, I've been published the second issue of my modeling techniques book the last December, which is last year, on December. That was yeah, this one. Air modeling, weathering, blah blah blah. It's a volume 2, which means the second version of the first book. I mean, this is the part 1, and this is the part 2. That what is that makes different? What is that make mean? Is I just want to make the second book not the completely different. I mean, I just still following the first issue. I mean, the first taste of the book has to be bringing on to the next book. So the of course the inside of the content or the photographic or I mean the atmosphere of the quality of the book itself has not been changed a lot. I mean, sometimes people may think, okay, this is the second one, so the second one is much better than the first one, that they might think. But actually, I didn't do that. I didn't try to make the things much better quality than before. I mean, this is the I think I should pretty pay attention to put the respect the first issue of my book when I was dealing with the editor in a company. I want to make the new book to get the second to the first book raised higher. I mean, the quality of the first book has to be better than the new one. I think it makes you something weird for you, but actually this one is pretty success. I mean, since I published this one, this is the second reprint, the second copy product, and the second copy of the product has been sold out, so you can't buy it. Always, very popular, and a lot of people are willing to buy it. So this is pretty success. So the second book has to be follow that, not get over that. I mean, the worth of the second book has to be stand by the first book, right? Without the first book, the second book is nonsense. So the second book was basically stand on the pretty different content. Different. I mean, it's not like just gray color naval aircraft painting. It's not. This is basically totally different approach that I did. I mean, the content itself is different, but the taste itself or quality itself is the same. I think still better than the second one, I think the first one is much better. But that was my point of view. That was the um, purpose to publishing the second book. The second book is um, has to be the first book selling well. I mean, if the second book is pretty much better than the first book, I mean, I think nobody buy it the first book, right? Because the second one is much better, right? So okay, the first book is like okay, if there is someone who are willing to buy the books, but he just want to buy only one, not two, right? So if they compare with the two books between first and second, which one is better? So they ask which one is new. Okay, this one is new. Okay, this is better, right? But actually not. You know, the first book is still um, very I mean very important, iconic, and major technique, major point of view of my modeling. So the second book is just it's continuing the next point of view. So of course this book has already had so much passion on it, and I did so much new techniques and new approach, and I just using the new color, new material and the different scale. This is mainly the 1/48, right? So much smaller than before. So the content itself is, I think, pretty different. But it still has the English translation, and it has some very nice pictures, and it has some nice comment, and the inside of the content itself is nothing different. It's still enjoyable. So if you haven't buy it, maybe I'm pressure to buy it if you can. You can buy it from especially in Spain, robitines.com. Treat a lot of my book. So you can buy it from Spain. You can buy it from eBay or Amazon or whatsoever. This is the commercial publishing. So you can buy it in a very in ordinary market, right? So I think some country you still has to buy. You still have some problem with to buy because in some country not treat as they have to import. Maybe you have to import from other country, of course, because the I told you before, but the market on the books, the market on the book is pretty interesting. I mean, some country you cannot buy it, right? Different market, different transportation, different. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah, especially in China, in recent days, it's very hard to buy Japanese book. I think its government issue has been changed a little bit. So sometimes you feel inconvenient to buy it, or maybe you have to spend so much money on it because of the book is has still it has still the same price. However, the translation fee, I mean, transportation cost itself, is rising much higher than before, right? So maybe this one is okay. This is the basic price is nearly the $40 or whatsoever. But if you put the, if you go, if you trying to from from other country, maybe it costs about $30 plus more, $40 plus more. So the total fee rise to up to I think $80 or 100. It's a damn expensive it's gonna be. So maybe I don't know. I since the birth comes, I never been to overseas, so I don't know what is your situation or whatsoever. I didn't go overseas. I didn't do a lot of things in overseas. So, but maybe if you have a chance to buy it, you can try it. I think the content itself is pretty understandable. I mean, the translation of the English is pretty much better than before. So you can study a lot. So I hope you enjoy it.